Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to the 6 News Roundup. Today we're rounding up all the Rainbow Six news over the last week or so. So the first bit of news is the big news, and that is the mid-season balance, and actually coming with point 2 this time, which is crazy. Now, it might seem early, but the next season's reveal is less than 6 weeks away, so it's not actually that crazy at all, and I think we'll probably get this patch just before we get the new event, which I bet is going to have far better content than the Outbreak Packs that they re-released. But anyway, let's talk about this patch. So the nuke rework got scrapped, which is a real pity. And of course, the nuke rework was not shown off at the year 6 reveal. It just suddenly showed up in a test server, and it made it seem like it was probably less of a chance it was going to show up because they didn't, put it up as year 6 at the beginning. But definitely sad not to see it. Of course, there's reworks to operators that happen all the time that we just don't see. Like Castle, for instance, has been reworked multiple times behind the scenes. They've just never been able to find one that works well or is good or enjoyable. And of course, some of the stuff that even does make it, like the Chanka rework, ends up just not being that good. For, we've looked at the balance graphs, he's not doing well. But anyway, I've got a full video on the Core Rush channel actually taking a look at all these balance changes. Let's move on to something different, and that is Rainbow Six Extraction. So it's actually been officially rated now, and interestingly, there's a little blurb on what the rating people actually thought of the game. Of course, from the point of view of age rating. So the notable things is that there's blood in the game that comes off your friendlies when they're killed. There's also maps with blood stains on them. They say here that there's large blood stains that are depicted in some environments. There's also drugs, so there's marijuana plants and there's white powder. There's also some swear words as well. So it gives us a touch more information on Extraction, and most likely we're going to see more of this game at the end of this month, then follow on into the release. Now, talking of Extraction, the Outbreak Packs. So the Outbreak event is of course what actually inspired Extraction's creation, and the Outbreak Packs returned. So I took a look at these, and what I was amazed by in my video for it was just how terrible these cosmetics are compared to the very good level of cosmetic they got these days. Because these ones are just like simple reskins and things don't look nearly as nice. And don't buy these, that's another thing, because there is going to be an event that is probably going to be, promoting Extraction, which will probably have far better Outbreak style kind of cosmetics in them, which will be better than buying these ones. At least that's what I think. Although, of course, if you want these just to fill up the collection, which, you shouldn't fill up a collection on cosmetics that are digital, because eventually it'll all be gone one day. It's not that you can just have it on display. And I expect this will open up the doors to see a lot more of these packs return. Now, since we're talking about something returning, let's talk about Favela, the rework actually coming into Ranked. Now, I hate this map. It feels really, tactically, I think, very boring. So I'm not a fan of this idea. I think it's going to get banned all the time. But yeah, Favela is coming to rank with the mid-season patch, so presumably that'll get released within the next 2 weeks. So Favela is going to be a ranked map soon, and we'll see how that goes and how long it sticks around. And then we'll finish this off with cosmetics, but from a different spin. So there is some Rainbow Six cosmetics that are getting backed by the board game, or at least the board game is coming up with the concepts for them. And on Twitter, they actually had votes on which ones would win. These are the victorious ones so far. Now, for the Kickstarters who back the higher end versions, they get like alternate models that you can get in their boxes, which is kind of cool. And of course, the Kickstarter has ended, so you can't go and back it anymore. But they are also trying to actually get some of this stuff added into the game as in-game skins, which would be uniforms and headgear. And it sounds as if it would be limited just to the backers who get them. So that's the thing though, I can't imagine Ubisoft is going to be like, oh yeah, we'll make these skins and just give them to backers. I'd imagine they'd go and get sold as well, but maybe not, I don't know. It's certainly an odd, we haven't seen anything like this where they have a board game getting developed by someone else outside of Ubisoft, and potentially some of that inspiration will be brought into the game by Ubisoft. So it's a weird one. We'll see how it kind of pans out in the long term, because this game will probably launch sometime next year for the Kickstarter backers, and I'll be just curious to see exactly what is going to go on with these, because they're really cool. They actually are really cool designs and stuff, and it would be very cool to see some of them in game. Then we're going to finish it off with an unboxing video I did, which was for a real life Habana Kairos pellet. This thing's pretty damn cool, and worth checking out if you want to see what it looks like in person in my video. Anyway guys, Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.